so amazing, so awesome. And we are going to heat it up. We are going to get that fire started. We're over here on the Pacific Northwest, the West Coast, on the mainland, ocean shores. We've got yoga in the house. I don't know if you see a girl on her kite. She's right over there. I mean, it's so cute. This place is amazing. I just love it here, and I'm so glad to have you guys with us. This is an amazing opportunity, and we're so delightful that we get to do this, and grateful that we get to do this, because this is not something that we have to do, or that we're, forced to do. This is not a forced relationship, because how many of us have been in a forced relationship before? Yeah, this is not like that at all. We get to do this. We're happy to do this, and today is a wonderful gift. Every day is unique, a new chance to start over, to rewrite your story, and you can orchestrate it for whatever it is that you want it to be. So let's go ahead and get started. We are going to get unapologetically selfish. Tuesdays are our saving grace. Yes, get onto the mat, get ready. Let's take a few moments to get centered and bring our awareness in, especially in a world where we're always projecting out for at least most of the day. Let's take a few moments. Hold on here. So let's just close your eyes and start to deepen your breath. Slowing your breath down. And just relaxing every muscle for a moment. Just let it all fall away. Let it all just melt down. Start to scan your body from head to toe. And just see what's there. Seeing how your body feels today, at this moment, this time, and allowing it to be whatever it is that it is. We're not judging anything, analyzing it. We're just noticing it. Bring our awareness to it while we focus on the breath. Really starting to slow the breath down. Taking our time on the inhales and exhales. And just seeing what's inside of ourselves. Seeing where our little magic carpet, this mat, will take us today. Being open, flexible in our mind. Tuning in to be receptive. So really lengthen your inhales and exhales. Take your time. There's nowhere to go. This is it. Set aside all your worries, all your cares. Forget everything anyone has ever told you about yourself. It's just you, your mat, your practice. Now let's activate your energy. Pull your pelvic wall up and the navel in towards your spine. It's a two-part abdominal lock, nice and strong. You'll find that your tailbone automatically tucks under just a little bit to lengthen your spine. So let's help it out. Lengthen up through the crown of your head. So you're reaching up past the crown and elongating the back of your neck. Just to give more space to each vertebrae in your spine to lengthen and decompress. And remember, keep your arms or shoulders up here and your heart center relaxed. Breath easily flows in and out, effortlessly. No restrictions or blockages there. Just free flowing breath. Balancing that with your action here. So flexing certain muscle groups stronger while relaxing other muscle groups right next to it. Relaxed heart center. So it it takes practice to breathe this way, and try to remember to do it at all times of the day. That way you transform your entire day into an abdominal workout. Your power is always harnessed up here. So you'll be grounding down when you walk around, when you're sitting down, yet you're strong here and lifting, relaxing the shoulders down. And try to remember to keep your core engaged throughout the practice to help protect your lower back as well and strengthen your yoga poses. Bringing the chin down towards the chest now, gently pressing on the glands in your neck, instant trigger for relaxation. Again, you can do this at any time of the day that you need that extra boost, that extra reassurance, especially at a time when you don't know what else to do. Press gently on the glands of your neck and anchor your core, relax your chest. Breathing into it. Connecting and anchoring to your breath so you can be receptive. And that's yoga. Yoga means to yoke, unite, bring together mind, body, breath, soul, all working as one integrated unit focused in one direction. When you focus all your attention to one point, distractions will just eclipse themselves. So try to keep your mouth closed. That way we contain the breath and control how it comes into our body through the nose and how it comes out of our body. The in-breath is where we get all of our energy, oxygen, and our life force. And the exhale is where we let go. We're letting in, but also letting go. So there's that dance, that push and that pull. And the exhale is how we dispel and get rid of anything that's inside of us that needs to recycle itself out, that needs to be let go, that no longer serves a purpose within us. Sometimes it gets lost and stuck within us. We are like pin cushions. We absorb so much of the world during the day. So we just release it with the out breath, and it's a focused yoga out breath. That is why the breath is so important. We do not move unless the breath leads us to. All right, let's get started in cat-cow. So let's warm up the back here. So just come onto the hands and knees. And remember, so fingertips nice and wide, as far apart, as wide as the pinky and the thumb can be from each other. And then suction cup them to the mat. And squeeze the elbows in towards each other. We're just going to roll back and forth through our spine, arching our back and breathing our way into rounding. So when we're moving from one opposite end of the spectrum to another, being very gentle and very careful and mindful rather than being mindless, yes? Crashing from one end to the other. So let's move slow with intention and just seeing what's there. Using this as a diagnostic pose. Just checking out and seeing how your lower back feels today. Every day is different. So very gently waking up the tissues along your back. Just moving back and forth at your own pace. And feel free to always stop at any point that you need to, that you feel that your body is telling you to stop, and maybe give some special attention to that area. And I tend to do this whenever I'm sore, I pull the muscle. I'll just stop there and breathe into that area. And stay as long as you like, and then rejoin when you're ready. So make sure you listen to your body. It will tell you when to pull and when to push. So respecting your body's needs. Down dog now. Tuck your toes, lift your hips up, and just breathe into them. Pressing the chest back towards the thighs. We're just going to walk it out. So straightening one leg while bending the other. Now when you're in down dog, press forward, down, away through your palms, and use every bit of the hands you're given. So use your fingertips to grip. Press down through your knuckles. That will alleviate the pressure off of your wrist. So again, this is a diagnostic pose. You come up high onto your tippy toes. On the out breath, round your heels down, a slight bend in the knees. The more you bend your knees, the more you get a deeper stretch in your lower back. So bend your knees as much as you like. Do whatever you need to do to work out the kinks in the hips that may or may not be there. Inhale, right leg lifts up high, and squeeze. Inner thighs in towards each other. Now send your breath into your uplifted limb. Really reach past the toes so you can activate every single muscle in your leg. And switch sides. Right hip down. Left leg lifts up long. Reaching back. Squaring the hips just to even out both hips. Left hip, right hip nice and level. Just so you can squeeze the inner thighs together. So scissor the thighs, learning how to use your midline strength. And lengthen up past the toes. Really stretch it out and see how far you can stretch past the toes to activate every muscle in this leg. And switch sides. Inhale, right leg comes up. Now we open up a little bit more to the side, bending the knee. Now still press evenly and down through both palms and just rotate the ankle. Clockwise direction, opening up, gently warming up the tissues, poking and prodding them to life, yeah? And then circle the other way. Still breathing deep and free. And lengthen leg back to long, square the hips, and set the foot down. Last side, we're almost there. Gonna relax the arms in just a moment. Lengthen the leg up, open the hips, and then bend the knee and just start to rotate round and round, being very gentle, just seeing where you're at today. Remember, use your fingertips to grip. Press down through the knuckles, send your breath into your uplifted limbs to alleviate that pressure off your wrists. Rotate the ankle the other way. Down dog will eventually be your resting pose along with child's pose, which we will do right now. Lengthen leg back out to long, square the hips, set the foot down. Bring the knees wide, hips down to heel, arms long, head down. Deep breath. So this is child's pose. And you can take this position whenever you need to. Whenever you feel like you need a break and you need to regain your breath, that we take care of ourselves first. Put on the oxygen mask on ourselves first. That way we can show up emotionally sound, not only for ourselves, but for our loved ones and those who need us most. All right, come into high plank now. So, pressing back through your heels, you're up on your toes and pull forward through the crown of your head. Now make sure your joints are stacked. Now this is our secret to plank. So wrists right below the shoulders, all in one line. Now bend the elbows, keep them tucked into your sides and hover just halfway here. Now you are strong, you can modify as needed. Knees can come down to the mat, just continue to keep your tailbone under, pulling up through the belly. Now straightening the arms, rolling over the tops of the toes, lifting and rolling into upward facing dog. Now lift your thighs up off the mat, so dynamically engage them so you won't collapse in your lower back. Open up your heart center here and pull your heart away from your heels. Now inhale, engage your core and lift your hips as you breathe them back up and away into your downward facing dog. Let's just walk it out again, left and right. Pressing your chest back towards your thighs. The first few downward dogs. We're just warming up the back and breathing deep and breathe. Slow in through the nose and slow out through the nose. Now inhale, right leg reaches back, long behind you. Thinking more about length than it is about height. And exhale, we're going to come into Crescent Warrior, Anjaneyasana. So right foot outside the right hand. Make sure there's plenty of room between your feet so you're not balancing on a tightrope. So plenty of room here. Inhale, upper body, arms to rabbit. So hips are square towards the front, and you're just lunging yourself forward on your back toes. Now lift your back thigh up towards the sky and relax your shoulders down. Bending the elbows here. Opening up your heart center and taking your rib tips, which are right down here, and then pointing them down. Now this will just get more of a length in your lower back and help keep you protected as well. So ground down and lift up at the same time. Stretching out your shoulders. And focus your eyes on one point. Now here we come into a twist. Breathe the hands forward. Lean it. And twist left elbow. Outside right knee. Really press it back through your back heel. And twist from the bottom part of the belly. And just taking your time, doing the best that you can. Keeping the spine nice and long. Elongating the back of your neck. And then maybe opening up the arm and wrapping one arm behind the back. So relaxing the top shoulder back and down. Breathing into that shoulder. And relaxing any tension that may or may not be in the shoulder and neck area. Knowing that those places absorb much stress and shock there. So just breathing into it, letting it go, and using your breath on this Tuesday, your saving grace. And coming back to center now. So reach the right arm up just to lengthen the muscles again. And then bring yourself to the front. Both hands are down, back knee comes down. And then see if you can walk your foot forward just a little bit. Bringing the shoulder to the inside of the knee, and then wrapping the arm around behind it. It's just a little wrap and hug in towards the center line. So squeeze towards your midline, the center of your body, as you breathe it in and let it out. Really getting deep into the hips and allowing whatever may or may not be there to release. Taking your time to explore your body and see what's there. There are thousands of uncharted regions within you. So in sight, you're a lot like a sailor, yes? Charting the seas. And start to rewind. So bring the hands back to the front, tucking your toes, lifting your back foot up. And here we press the ground away to send the leg back to meet the other. Downward facing dog. Just let your head relax here. Take deep, long inhales in and out through your nose. Other side. Inhale, left leg. Lifts up long behind you, squaring the hips, squeezing and scissoring the thighs. Exhale, step it wide, left foot outside left hand. Now make sure there's plenty of room between the feet here. Both toes, they're pointing forward. As you inhale, upper body, arms to rise. Just for a moment here, same position. Just to relax yourself. You ground down and lift up at the same time. Activate your core and bring the arms behind you, coming into your shoulder ends. Just relax your shoulders down your back. See my dad in the background? Just relax him down. Opening up the heart center. Remember the rib tips. Sometimes we bloat our chest out a little too far, and that could really collapse your lower back. So just put your rib tips down so you can keep that length in your lower spine. Our lower spine takes a lot of crunch during the day. Too much compression, so we want to keep it decompressed as much as possible. And we do that by elongating the back of our neck and then pointing the rib tips down, if that makes sense. We starting to warm up yet? One more breath here. Just rolling the shoulders open and down, doing whatever it is that you need to do to open yourself up and stretch the muscles within your particular body, the ones that need to be stretched, because your body will tell you yes. And release. Inhale, arms come all the way up. Get as much length as you can. And exhale, twist, leaning forward, right elbow outside, left knee. Press back through your heel. And stay at heart center and really press the palms together. This will help keep that natural traction going within the center line of the body. When all of these things are happening all at the same time, mind, body, breath, focused one point, one direction, lock your eyes, non-moving object. And then maybe open up the arms. Reach it as high as you can. That feels good to you. And then bend the elbow behind the back. Roll the shoulder open and down. Keeping the core locked out and engaged. And the heart center relaxed. And release, reaching back up. Just to get as much length as you can, then square it forward. Both hands come down. Inside the foot, back, knee down on the mat, and just walk the foot forward. Just seeing how far you can go, and then bring the shoulder to the inside of the knee as you wrap it around. And then just hug and squeeze towards your midline, keeping the back of the neck long. And when you're in a yoga pose, don't feel like you're stuck in it ever. In yoga, we're always moving, adjusting, and doing whatever it is that we need to do that our body is signaling to us. So it's very important to be mindful of those signals, because pretty soon if you ignore some signals, they will turn themselves off. Your body is smart, yes? So if you have some signals that are turned off, here we are enabling them again, repatterning your brain and mind back, especially with the ocean. Just by sitting here and listening to the ocean, your brain has already begun to repattern and rewire itself, rewrite its own story with no help of your own. It just automatically happens. All right, one more deep breath here. Deep hip work, yeah? Letting go. Breathing into it. And start to release. So unwind your hand. Sit them back here. And tuck your back toes. Lift the leg up. And really press the ground away. Stepping back into your down dog. So really release your arms and shoulders back towards your thighs. And let's flow. Pull forward into high plank, lowering the hips, tuck the tailbone under, nice and strong, stacking the joints, the wrists under shoulders, bend the elbows, keep them tucked into your sides. Hover here. Inhale, rolling it up. We're facing dog. Really open up your heart center. And inhale, lift the hips back up and away. Down dog, let your head go, breathe slow, in through the nose. And out through the nose. And inhale, right leg lifts up long behind you. And really stretch past your toes up here. Send your breath nice and high. Keep you lifted, learning how to fly. Exhale. Step the foot between the hands. Back heel anchors down. Warrior one. Upper body arms to rise. Square your hips to the front. Relax the shoulders down. And just breathe your way into finding that balance between action, you're grounding down, lifting up at the same time, and relaxation. Relaxing your breath. Letting in and letting go. And now, hands to heart center, we're going to open up to the side for warrior two. So your hips are pointing this way, and now we're going to point them this way. Make sure your knee, sometimes it likes to collapse in, just press it out towards the pinky toe, and then level your hips. You want to have them match your shoulders. Nice and square. Square here. Okay. And then you're going to press back through the knife edge of your back foot. So this will keep you lifted, lifting up, harnessing your energy here, and breathing slow in throughout the nose. Relax chest, arms reach in opposite directions. Lots of things happening in warrior two. So once it becomes all natural, you can let it all go. And letting go of the picture of what you think yoga is supposed to be, what you think you should look like. And just maybe even close your eyes and see what it feels like within your own body. What is your body telling you? Maybe it's telling you you have too wide of a stance. Then shorten your stance. See if you can squeeze your heels in towards each other. That will help to keep that lift and your powerhouse locked. That way, your energy isn't spewing out all over the place. Yeah? All right, triangle here. So straighten your front leg. Now we tilt the hips. So we're going to tilt the hips back as far as they can. Now reach forward, and as soon as you can't reach any further, then you bring that hand down. Now there's no weight in this bottom hand. Use the power of your side waist, your side abdominals, and your uplifted left fingertips to keep you high, keep you lifted, rather than collapsing down. You want to lift up out of your joints. As you don't want to create that habit in yoga to where you're sinking down into your flexibility. You want to keep lifted up out of your joints. Spent 5 years sinking down into my joints, so learn from me, children, please. Took a long time to reverse that habit, because once you start a pattern, it becomes your truth, yeah? Oh, hello there. That was cool. You never know what's going to happen.
I think we'll get stuck in the sand.
Yes, we did get stuck in the sand once, a couple years back. All right, bend the elbow behind your back. Palm faces out, reaching for the right hip. And then try to roll your shoulder open, just a little more up towards the sky, so that you can open up to the side. That way one shoulder is above the other. And spine is nice and long. Now we're going to move into pyramid. So unwinding here, left arm comes up just to get as much length as you can. Then bring both hands together to touch right here. And we're going to hop the back foot, just rocking you down just a little bit, shortening your stance, and then bring the right hip back, left hip forward. Now other hand on the other side. Now your foot's in the middle. Continuing to swivel the hips so that they are even. That way you get a nice and even stretch in the back side of your leg, yeah? And also deeper of a stretch in your lower back. Now inhale, flat back, belly in. Exhale, bend your front knee here. Anchor your back leg nice and strong. And just hinge at the hips. Allow your upper body to just relax over your strong lower body. Doing whatever it is that you need to do to balance here. Eyes are locked one point. Does your front leg need to be straight? No, it does not. Bend your knee as much as you need to. Coming to your particular edge and pushing your particular limits. And we're just observing without judgment. You're not comparing our chapter, whatever it is, to someone else's chapter, whatever theirs is. Or even competing with yourself as well, saying that you should be somewhere else, or you should be stronger by now, or because I used to do that a lot. And it wasn't until I let that go, I just allowed myself to be whatever it is that I was at the time, and allow myself to grow naturally from there. And now moving into revolve triangle. So your left hand is going to stay right where it is. And you inhale the right arm up. So coming into this twist. And remember, you don't have to have straight legs. The back knee can be bent as well. You just want to ground down and then lift up at the same time. Pretty much what we've been talking about. And I think you've got the idea by now. It's that balance between action, relaxation, grounding, and lifting. Then bend the elbow behind the back. Reach for the opposite hip. See if you can roll that shoulder up, back and down. Keeping your spine nice and long. And maybe your breath even longer than that. Circulating it up and down the spine twice the length. Expanding your mind by twice its size. Spending time in nature. Gaining 1,000 years of experience. One day, you start to get really good. Maybe even 1 minute. And release it back up to the sky, just to lengthen it out. Reach it up here. And bring it down. Now we're going to open up again, coming back into Warrior 2. So lengthen the left arm up. And you're going to use this uplifted hand as if you were reaching to a helping hand up here. And your breath. Inhale, using that energy. Lifting you back up. And then bend your front knee, Warrior 2. Flip the front palm. Reach forward. Reverse it. Just to radiate it. Opening up heart center. Really stretch along the rib cage here. So open it all up. From the hip, past finger, and exhale. Hands down on the mat, press it away, flow it out. Press back through the heels, make sure the joints are stacked. Bend the elbows, lower it down and hover. Inhale, upward facing dog. Stretching it out, allowing your shoulders to open up. And inhale, lifting the hips back into down dog, pressing the chest. Back towards the thighs, deep breath slowly through the nose. Maybe come up high onto the tippy toes. Stretch all 4 layers of muscle in your feet right there. And exhale. Ground the heels down towards the ground. Keeping that slight bend in the knees. Just letting your head go. Other side. Inhale. Left leg reaches long behind you. Lengthening it out. Reach past the toes. Exhale, Warrior 1. Step the foot between the hands. Back heel comes down to the mat. So really press back down. Anchor its strong foundation, both heels in one line. And inhale. Upper body, arms to rise, square to the front. So taking your time here, we're moving from one opposite end of the spectrum to another. Creating that natural heat within us, that fire within the body, that burns up the rubbish. It allows whatever is stuck in us to just recycle itself out. So really just take the time with your breath. So much of our day rushing around and running around, So let's just take time to ourselves. Like I said, we put the oxygen mask on first. That way we know what we're doing. And once you have your oxygen mask on, it's pretty easy to tell. And not saying that judging anyone or comparing to anyone, but you can tell those who don't. And you have compassion for them because they haven't learned how to do this yet. So please pass it on. Pull the pelvic wall up so you can harness your energy. Contain your breath through, in and out through the nose. So just maybe stop talking and just breathing. Oh, not you guys, not you guys. You guys can talk all you want. Now opening up into warrior two. So remember, hips are open to the side and then level them out. Sometimes I sink down, just level them out. Squaring the shoulders and the knee comes out to the side. Roll down. Reaching in opposite directions. And see if you can squeeze the heels in towards each other. Drop the shoulders down your back. So even though the arms are dynamically engaged, reaching in opposite directions, the shoulders are relaxed down. Just allowing them to melt down your back. Remember, flexing certain muscle groups. Abs locked out nice and strong. And then relaxing your muscle groups. Shoulders arms straight. No problem. Try and straighten your front leg. Reach forward. Then a bottom hand down. Right arm lifts up. Opening up to the side. Grounding down through both feet equally as much as you can. So you're pressing forward and away through this front foot. And back and down through the back foot. No weight in this bottom arm. That doesn't mean that this arm is just hanging out. You're reaching in opposite directions here as well. So lots of things happening. Now bend the upper arm. Just so you can roll the shoulder up and back, reaching for the other hip. Opening it up. And you just want to feel however it feels in your body, dynamically stretching. And if you go too far, your body will tell you like, oh, you know, maybe shorten your stance, maybe pull back a little bit, maybe not even open to the side as much. You just don't want to stick your bum out that way. You want to keep it tucked in. So shorten your stance as much as you need to get that to happen without being electrically painful. You want it dynamically engaged. Release the arm back up to the sky, just to get as much length as you can. And we'll come into our pyramid. So facing the front, both hands down either side of the foot, and just walk the foot in. Just a little bit here, shortening your stance, both heels in line. Now send the left hip back, right hip forward. And of course you can keep your knees bent as much as you like. Now inhale, flat back, belly in to get as much length in your lower back as you can. And exhale. Keeping the bottom half strong. Legs are anchored, locked out, nice and solid. Your upper body is just relaxing. Strong base to carry your heart when your heart is weary. Strong base using your breath as your saving grace. Especially in those times when you want to give up, when you are tired and frustrated. Pyramid is a wonderful way to remind you who you really are and how strong you really are. You have a strong base that will carry you and keep you lifted. Learning how to trust in yourself and trust in your body and knowing what to do. So the chin is pressing on these glands again, very slightly in the neck, triggering that instant relaxation. So yes, we are training for life so that we know what to do you in stressful situations, learning how to breathe in stressful yoga poses to the point where the yoga pose becomes a relaxing state of mind. Inhale, left arm comes up, reverse triangle. So giving yourself a moment to get as much length as you can, then bending the elbow. Palm faces out, rolling the shoulder up and open. And scissoring your thighs. So again, you're squeezing in towards the midline. Anchoring your core nice and strong along with the grounding of the feet. So you're using every bit of the foot that you're given, all corners of the feet connected, grounding down. As you're opening up to the side, just very gently seeing where your edge is. Where more would be too much, less not enough. Just finding that place where you can be and breathe. Slowly coming out now, just breathing our way into it. So left arm comes back up and down. Of course, slight bend the knee if you need to, of course. Inhale. Right arm comes up. I'm going to use that helping hand to lift you. Strong legs, strong core, keep it balanced all the way up. Warrior 2 and the front knee. Flip the front palm, front forward and back. Radiate your warrior now. Open up the side rib cage, all the way down from the hip, past up the fingertips, a lot like the rainbow here. And then cartwheel both hands down to the mat. We're going to press it away. High plank now. Now staying in your high plank, you're like a staff. This is Dandasana, staff, Sanskrit. So really press back through the heels and forward through the crown of your head. So it's almost as if this alleviates the pressure off of your wrists, yeah? So learning how to keep you lifted up off of there. Now inhale, side plank. Right arm comes up, just onto the sides of your feet, and reach it all the way over. Now anchor the back foot, so it's your left foot. You're going to just anchor it there, picking up the right foot, and just setting it right here, right in the middle of your center line. Toe points forward, you can see that, but you're opening up to the side. Now press down into this heel and lift up. And again, we're reaching for a half bind here. Rolling the shoulders up and open. Now see if you can press into this heel to alleviate pressure off of this wrist. You see how that works? Sinking down, lifting up. And slowly release to the other side. Use that helping hand, bringing it back, stepping it out, and rolling to the other side. Now modify as needed. You can bring your bottom knee to the mat. That's perfectly fine. Inhale, lifting up, reaching high and over. Now anchor the right heel down, so you're really pressing back and down through the heel, that way, down. And then just pick up this leg, setting the foot right in the center, and you're going to reach down, grounding down through that heel to keep you lifted up. So alleviate, see how much of pressure you can take off of this wrist, and then just bend your elbow behind the back, opening it up. Breathing your way into it, seeing if you can open up to the side just a little bit more, lifting up. Remember, respecting your body as well, listening to your body. Maybe you've had shoulder injuries, and maybe this just isn't working for you. That's perfectly fine. So just listening to your body, pulling out when you need to, and release. Saving grace, helping hand, lifting it up, bringing it forward, stepping it back. Flow it out. Bend the elbows, lower it down. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, rolling it upward facing dog. And use your core. Activate strong abdominals. Lift back up and away. Down dog. Take a breath here. In through the nose. Slow. And out through the nose. Slow. go. One more pose, and then we are done. Now, can you guess which pose it is? Walking the feet forward, laying it down on the back for a bridge. So whenever you're in water or around water, we make a bridge. So fingertips right at the heels. So that's how far you want your heels to be away from your particular body type. You want your fingertips just to graze the backs of your heels. Now press down through the heels, lifting the hips up, and keep the knees about hip width distance apart. And you're going to spiral the thighs in towards each other to activate your powerhouse nice and strong and to protect the lower back. Arms are long to the sides. Walk the shoulder blades in towards each other and interlace the fingers. Do your arms need to be straight? No. Elbows can be bent. Just doing whatever you can to bring most of the pressure on the backs of your shoulders and backs of your arms. Same time grounding down through the heels, tucking the tailbone under. And again, gently pressing down on the glands in your neck. But very little pressure on the back of your head or neck. It's because your shoulders and arms are so strong, grounding down. Does that make sense? Keep yourself safe in bridge. And then bridge, sometimes when I look at people, I see them as islands unto themselves. And I try to think of how can I connect? How can I connect my bridge to theirs, especially if it's a broken relationship? Because you want to be effective, yes? So this is when you breathe and meditate and just allow it to come to you naturally. So walk the left foot to the center of the bottom and bring the knee in. Now really press down through your heel, straighten the leg and lift up as high as you can. Really strengthen the shoulders and send your breath through this uplifted limb. Remember, rotate the leg in towards your center line. As you reach past the toes and switch sides. Right heel down, lifting the hips, left knee up and in, and straighten the legs. So really reach past the toes and surrender all your cares and worries about that broken relationship. Give it up here and allow whatever it is to be, no labeling, analyzing why, where, how. Just let that all go. Just give that all up and trust the universe or whatever it is, whatever you want to call it. Just give it all up and see what it has in store for you. And release. Coming down very slowly, lower back down to the ground, bottoms of feet together, knees splay apart. Now even though the hips are relaxed here, press the bottoms of your feet together. Activate your core. Place one hand on your belly, one hand on your heart. Circle your breath around. Your blood is pumping at its peak, so here we use it, keeping the mouth closed. Inhale slow through the nose, circulate down your spine and up, out through the exhale. Breath is coming in, down, exhaling out, circling round and round. So if there's any part of your body now that needs special attention, when your blood is pumping at its height, this is that fire, that magic within yourself that you created. Send your breath there. Send your energy, your attention there to that part of your body. And this is how we heal ourselves and put ourselves back together. By just using ourselves. And our intent is the power of the mind. So just let your mind go. Replace the clumsy language and all that chatter and repattern it with the sounds of nature so you can know what's really going on. Anchor yourself in that truth. Switching hands. Other hand comes up to the forehead now. And let's reset the head. Just let the head go. just let your mind relax. All that stress, all that worry, figuring it out, no more of that. In due time. There's no more trying to figure anything out or make anything happen. Just relax and breathe. Allow whatever in you that is trying to surface, trying to make its way out, just go. Give it all up and trust. Take that leap of faith. Let go of control. And rest. Okay. Bringing the knees up towards the chest very gently. See how your lower back feels. We did some deep sacrum work today. And sometimes we go too far. So just see how that feels. If you need to stay here, maybe roll over onto your side to get up. That's perfectly fine. I had to do that many a time myself. So just rolling on up. Facing forward. And evenly grounding both sit bones down to the ground. Relaxing your shoulders back. We're going to come into one final spinal twist. Hello, Ocean Shores. You don't know what to make of us, do you? It's okay. Hello. Nobody does. And bring one shoulder down. Just really stretch it out. And then the other. So, just working out the upper shoulders here. Just letting go of the scapula, especially since we were on our back and bridge for a little bit. And coming back to center. Rolling the shoulders back and down. Let's take a breath. Inhale, circle, sweep up. And exhale, right to your third eye. Let's set your intention here. What do you want most? What do you want to bring most into the world today? And what is that source? What is that motivation? That source driving that motivation. What is that there? You're starting to connect to who you really are. Starting to remember now. Whatever your intention may be, let's breathe life into it. Let's expand it and grow it. Send it out. Inhale. Reaching it out into the far stretches of the universe. And as you exhale, knowing that's going to come right back to you. It's a wonderful thing, not scary. Inhale it up and out. Send that intention in the universe. Don't be afraid of it. Be afraid to shine your beautiful self. And exhaling it right back to you. Heart center. Last time. Send it out and away. And trust. Take that leap of faith as you exhale, coming right back to where we all started. Thumbs up to third eye center. So proud of you, so grateful that you are here, knowing that you are not alone. We are in this together, not leaving here without you. I know we don't have much time, and if we have to leave, I'm going to take as many of you as I can with me. You do not have to suffer like you do. You do not have to make life as hard as it is. It's as easy or as hard as we make it. And I'd love to show you how you can fly. Yes, as the seagull just soared down. Right, it's a beautiful thing. I love you so much. Aloha, mahalo, and namaste.